Do 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 do. Oh, you can't save a project while you're making the project. I guess that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna start now then. Oh, how to hold the microphone. I think this works. So before I actually start, yes, I know. Yes, it's not great. No, you can't see the inventory, or the hearts, or the hunger, or anything, but I fixed it. Not in this episode. So, next time. Yay! This time we'll just have to deal with this. But the sound is... well, the sound needs work as well. Yeah, we'll figure out sound. We'll figure out everything. Now I want to just talk, which might be tricky because this video is 54 minutes long, last time I checked, which is a lot of talking. But I'm going to talk about procrastination. Also, I'm going to move the computer. That way it won't hopefully pick up the fan sounds. Also, yes, I'm holding the microphone. It will make those sounds. It's fine. Procrastination. My first question on my list of questions that I wrote before sitting down to talk for 54 minutes is definitions of procrastination. So when you just search it up, it says the action of delaying or postponing something. Okay, that's nice. What is the true meaning of procrastination? To put off intentionally and habitually? So, like, to put off intentionally the doing of something that should be done is the sentence. That's better. A symptom. Oh, procrastination can be linked to depression, anxiety, low self-esteem, ADHD, and poor study habits. Well, okay, that's fun. So I don't know if I like those definitions exactly. I've been thinking about procrastination a lot recently, which is funny because I haven't needed to do anything that takes procrastinating in like months. But I think procrastination needs a due date, which maybe this is like the action of delaying or postponing something. Postponing could mean that there's a due date, but it doesn't actually say due date. Because if you're procrastinating... now that I'm thinking. But okay, if you're procrastinating homework, then you're waiting until the last minute to do it. But if you're procrastinating taxes, that also has a due date. If you're procrastinating maybe like pulling weeds in your garden, that also, because if you don't do it by a certain point, then the garden is full of weeds and your plants aren't going to do as great. So maybe it is all like it needs a due date. Okay, cool. Next question. Why is my channel about procrastination? It technically isn't, but it also technically is, because I'm procrastinating something else. But it doesn't have a due date. Maybe that's the example of procrastination without a due date. Is my other channel, which is more about storytelling, than this channel, which is just me talking about procrastination for 54 minutes, among other things. There's a cookie recipe on here somewhere. You should look at it and then make them and then tell me they were super good. That would make me happy. Anyways, this channel isn't about procrastinating, but it is procrastinating. Mostly it's just me learning editing and getting better knowledge. Also like equipment and stuff, which isn't as important, but when you have a computer who doesn't play Minecraft at more than 20 frames per second, usually without recording, you do need a little bit better than that. I think that's it about my procrastinating channel. I do like Koyastinogo, which is like procrastination inserted right in between Koyogo, which is me. Hi. But I think it's fun. It's on the little banner. I wrote it. Don't know if it's seeable. I haven't checked in a few since I made it. Procrastination and school stories. Every single homework assignment ever. You just wait until the very last, maybe night before, maybe morning of, to write essays or do math. Actually, my last year of high school, I was very good at doing math. Like the day I got it. Also, my school was a block schedule, so I had classes every other day, which was super nice. I'd 100% recommend. But so I would get my math homework and then do it the day of, and then I had that teacher every day as for just one of my classes. So I would go in, and then either before that class or after that class, I did tutoring, kind of, which was, here are the answers to the homework, look at them, but only if you did the homework. So I would do the homework and then do the tutoring, and then I get 100% on the homework, which felt really nice. So I didn't procrastinate that. That's a not procrastination story. Every single English essay, I think I procrastinated very much because I didn't want to do them. So yeah, most of the essays I turned in were like rough drafts. Maybe like rough draft that was peer edited by a few people and then not looked at again by me. But I passed every English class, I think. So, woohoo! Procrastination. Procrastination at work. For me, I work at a very fast-paced environment, so you need to be multitasking constantly. I have mac and cheese written down here, which is funny because there was this one time, it was a crazy, like, lunch rush, whatever, and I needed to have dropped mac and cheese like a while ago, and then I did, and then I forgot to set the timer on the oven, and so someone went and checked the temperature and was like, all right, pull it out in 5 minutes, and then like 10 minutes passed, and I was like, oh, whoops, I was meant to pull that out. So, would that be procrastination, or is that just like me forgetting? Maybe procrastination is forgetting? Procrastination is just your brain forgetting until the very last second when it goes, oh, right, that thing. Oh, 8 minutes done. Well, 9 technically, almost if you round up. But I only have like 5 more questions left. Do I have any other stories? Not that I can think of. Maybe they'll come later. This next question should be pretty more like talk about. But is procrastination bad or good? I'm Googling it right now. Is procrastination good or bad? Essay? Oh, I could read an essay. Let's see. From the Maryville University Online. Sometimes delaying tasks can be a good thing, but in many cases, procrastination can lead to increased feelings of anxiety, panic, and self-doubt. That sounds about right, yeah. Anxiety, panic, self-doubt. Staying on... What is this? It's a whole website. Why people procrastinate. Actually, okay, that's a later question. Maybe I should... You know what? There's no order to this. Okay, why people procrastinate. Fear of criticism, fear of failure, lack of interest, and perfectionism. I think I'm the lack of interest. Anything I've ever procrastinated is because... Ooh! Oh, that perfection one is good too. But back to lack of interest. Everything I've ever procrastinated that I can, like, think of right off the top of my head besides YouTube channel, other one, is just because I didn't want to. No offense, English essays, English teacher. Very interesting topics because I chose them, but I don't want to spend more than an hour writing about a poem or thinking about a poem unless it's an interesting poem that I actually do. Let's see, what does it say? While many people believe procrastination is a bad thing, that's not always the case. For example, whereas some students work best when they break up assignments, such as splitting a 3,000-word essay into more digestible 600-word sections, others thrive under pressure. Actually, yes, because the last, putting off procrastination, waiting till the last second, forces you to... Where would my thoughts go? Forces you to just do it. I had to get water. So it forces you to just do it. And if you don't do it, then you fail. But there's no pressure otherwise. Because if you're just one afternoon like, I want to do it, then that's great, and you should actually. Because if inspiration is struck, then use it. Oh, dog's barking. 2 seconds. Maybe 27. Unpause? There it goes. Okay. Maybe that'll work. I'm back. Wah! It was a couch cleaning guy. Dogs and 6-year-olds do stain couches. Where was I? Oh, under pressure. I think, maybe. But that's under pressure. Okay, so I wrote down while he was here, because I was needing to brain my brain to procrastination. Pressure is something some people, me, need to work. Procrastination gives that pressure, which is true. Yeah, so I think that's pretty... Procrastination is valid because it gives you pressure. That's not true. Actually, so some people work really well under pressure. Some people do not. Say you're in a fast-paced work environment, either a restaurant or a theater, or, space, and there's people and stuff. It's like the hamburgers, the, audience, / lighting, / sound, / fire hazards everywhere, and space. But I think I like pressure working under it, because otherwise I'll sit there and do nothing for 5 hours. And then I've wasted 5 hours. Whereas if there's the pressure that it needs to get done now because it's due in 2 minutes, which I hope. I don't think I've ever done that, but I probably have. Then it's like, oh, okay, brain turn on and let's do it. And my brain is like, okay, so maybe, yeah, I procrastinate for that reason. This says, it's a big title. It says why people procrastinate. And that's the fear of criticism, fear of failure, lack of interest, and perfectionism. The perfectionism one, I think that's the reason I'm procrastinating my other channel, is because I'm wanting it to be not bad. And this channel is not bad, but it's not as good as it could be yet. It could be much better. And it will eventually in the future, after practice and time, which I haven't given it more diversion. Let's see, my first video feels like I made it 2 days ago. In reality, I made it, in reality, I made it 6 months ago. Wow. And then there's a 1 month intermission, and then a 5-month intermission, and now this, which is like, 10 days? Gonna be? Maybe? Depends on how long it takes computer to load 54 minutes of talking in Minecraft. Maybe 11 days? 10 or 11, which is pretty good. I think I'm doing pretty good. Oh, wait. I just saw my banner. Sorry. Diversion. That's okay. I have 54 minutes to fill. Yeah, at the top in the purple it says procrastination. And the astin, which sounds like it could be a bad word, so I hope it's not, but it might not be. I doubt it. I mean, it probably... Never mind. Scratch that. And then Koi Ogo. Oh my gosh, so cute. I love this one. I made it, by the way. I don't know what that laugh is. But it's procrastination. And then Koi Ogo with a little insert. It's not an asterisk, but it's like a downward pointing arrow. Like the one you would use to make a sleeping owl emoji thing. Emoticon? Yeah, maybe. And so now it's Koi Astinogo. Maybe can I change this to be like all capital on the Aston? It's fine. Doesn't need it. Procrastination. To continue, think about an especially challenging course you've taken. How successful were you in completing your assignments on time? Not very. If you had a habit of putting off writing papers, yes, or reading assigned pages, didn't actually ever read anything, except for books. I don't like reading books for school because you have to answer the questions and stuff, but I like reading. So it's kind of like grudgingly answer the questions, but enjoy the story, or like read the entire story first, and then like read it with the questions. So, yes, that's me. So if you have that habit of putting off writing or reading, your procrastination may have been driven, it still is, by a fear of failure or criticism. Other causes for putting off tasks can often include feeling overwhelmed by the task or struggling with larger motivational skills such as anxiety or depression, which I guess makes sense. I don't know if I want to read this whole... myths about procrastination. That might be interesting. One myth about procrastination is that it's linked to poor time management. But people who are perfectly good at planning may delay tasks they find intimidating, confusing, or boring. Yeah, okay. Wait, why? How would it be linked to poor time management? Like, I guess that you don't plan time for your work that you need to do, and so you end up scruffing it all in at the end? Maybe? Yeah, I guess that makes sense, because that could happen. Procrastination versus prioritization. I think procrastination is just not doing it. Prioritizing is doing most important in descending order of tasks or whatever. Yeah, time. Pitfalls and benefits of procrastination. One danger of procrastination is that it can affect academic performance. I mean, yes, Because if you actually work on it and take the time to make an essay good, then it's going to be good. But if you don't, then it's not going to be great. But maybe I'm just good at writing essays, but I never failed, I think. Probably at least one, but... tips to create healthy... We don't want to create healthy study habits. We're talking about procrastination. So is it good or bad? Whoa. Ooh. Huh. Is procrastination good or bad? Both, depending on what you're procrastinating. Because if you work better under pressure and procrastination gives you that pressure, then it's good. Some of the time. I think it's a very gray thing. Why shouldn't you procrastinate? Chronic procrastination is associated with poor academic achievement, job performance, health-related behaviors. Whoa, like taking my dog on a walk? Maybe probably not. 7 dangers of procrastination. Stress levels spike up. Burdened with regret and guilt. Not really. I kind of just do it and then it's done. But maybe if other people feel that way, you should stop. Procrastinating or feeling guilt and regret. Fear of failure. Tasks not completed in time. I always make sure there's plenty of time. And if there's not, I work faster. Aha! Take that, harmful effect. Often making complaints. Yeah. Why is this as I do now? We got it assigned 3 months ago. Well, I'm only there. Oh, that's probably happened to me, actually. Missing on targets. Blowing off opportunity. That's true, though, actually. Because at the end of high school, senior year, actually throughout high school, I should have been, but I didn't. Sign up for or apply for scholarships for college, like, at all. So then I was like, all right, who's gonna go to college? I was like, oh, college costs a lot of money. I should get scholarships. And then I didn't. I still haven't. That's probably not good. Well, I've gotten a few scholarships. Except I don't remember the emails that I used to sign up for them. So they're out there somewhere, maybe, unless they expired. I think, can scholarships expire? Maybe. What does God say about procrastination? Proverbs 6:4, NLT, New Latin Translation. What does that mean? NLT. I probably know. NLT. Bible. New Living Translation. Huh. Okay, that's cool. Where was it? What is God? Don't put it off. Do it now. Don't rest until you do. You know what? That might give you the pressure. If you're given an assignment, and you're like, okay, I'm not going to sleep until it's done. Then you'll either just never sleep or you'll do it so you can sleep. But, I don't know. I like sleeping. But a lot of people that I know don't sleep. I mean, they do, but they don't. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. What is the 3-minute rule of procrastination? Encourage your students to commit 3 minutes to just starting an intimidating task. Which would probably work, because if you start, then you're like, okay, it's happening and it's going, and I should keep... if you get into the flow of writing an essay, then you'll just keep going. That's Very nice tip. Someone writing an essay right now should do it. And if you're procrastinating, and then be like, guys, it worked. And then we'll all be like, yay, and then no one else will do it. I'm just kidding. Maybe we will. I hope I don't need to write another essay. I might, though. Actually, would writing scripts for YouTube be essays? They're scripts, not essays, but it's still writing. And I'd probably still procrastinate that. Okay. Who in the Bible was a procrastinator? The Roman governor Felix. Felix is a cool name. Okay, now it's getting into the scripture stuff, which is fun. Next question. Where did procrastination come from? Good question. What's the word for, like, the origin of words? Let me look that up. What the word? Oh dear. For origin. Word. Origin. Etymology. I'm glad it got there. What's the word for origin? Word origin. Etymology. Yeah, that's the word. Etymology of procrastination. There it is. The word procrastination comes from the Latin verb procrastinare, which is a combination of the prefix pro, meaning forward, and the suffix crastinus, meaning until the next day. The word implies that something is being put off until tomorrow, which is often a less defined tomorrow, like the next tomorrow, or the next tomorrow, or the morning of whenever the thing is due tomorrow. Yeah. The word procrastination can also be connected to the ancient Greek word akrasia, which means doing something against one's better judgment. That's also fair. We all think of our procrastination in not the best light. At least I don't. Ooh, dilly-dally. Oh, dilly-dally. Ooh, I like that. Dilly-dally. From henceforth, procrastination shall now be known as dilly-dally. Dilly-dallying. Water. I spilled water on my pants. There's this one TED Talk about procrastination. It's really funny. We're not watching it, but, what is it? I think it's called In the Mind of a Master Procrastinator. Let me look it up. Since, we're on the topic of dilly-dallying. TED Talk about There's probably more than one, to be honest, but this one is the funny one. Inside the Mind of a Master Procrastinator. Yeah. By Tim Urban. It's only 14 minutes. You should go watch it. After this. Well, there's a lot of TED Talks about procrastination. Nice. My favorite is the one about the Inside the Mind. The Master Procrastinator. By Tim Urban. Oh, my voice. It's not really my voice, it's my throat. Which, is that the same thing? Where's your larynx? Is that the voice box? I have no idea. 21 minutes. 29 minutes. Woohoo! Okay. How to trick your brain into thinking you're at the end of procrastinating when you're really not. Oh, that's another question that I wrote down. But that's a genius idea, and I think we should all try it. So you're given this essay, and the due date is in 2 weeks. But you go up to your teacher and you say, "Teacher, I'm going to turn this essay in tonight." And she'll go, "What?" Or he, or they, or it. And she'll go, "What?" And he'll go like, "Yeah, because I would do it in one night anyways. But if I do it tonight, and you make it so that it's due for me tonight, then like it'll get done now. And then when you're like, all right, everyone, let's peer at it, then I'll already have it done. And so I won't need to worry about it. So thank you. I think that's a genius idea. It's for essays. But like talking to a teacher or a boss, be like, hey, I procrastinate. I am a chronic procrastinator and need due dates earlier than everyone else so that I have time, which I will not take, which is why I need it earlier. Does that make sense? Maybe it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me. Like a fake due date? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. That's a genius idea. Let's do it. A fake due date. We will no longer dilly-dally. Oh, I skipped. Oh, one more question and 20 minutes to talk about it. Why do people procrastinate? We already covered this, technically, I think. I mean, we can keep talking about it because 20 minutes. It said the fear of failure, stress was both a cause and an effect. Perfectionism, which I have, and boredom or like lack of interest, which I also have. I wonder which one is the most one. I would think it would be lack of interest, because I'm assuming the most people who procrastinate are students. And yeah, like school is actually, I like school a lot. I'm not in it anymore, but what is that laugh coming from? But it's coming from me, just in case you were wondering. There's some classes, some assignments that are time wasters. Like, actually, like, read this book and write a 10-page paragraph. Yep, about your favorite color description in it. And you're like, well, what? Why? There's no point. Some things. I think for classes like math, probably also science, maybe, like chemistry and physics type classes, stuff where it's math, you would need to practice that, like, because say algebra, you have this Pythagorean theorem maybe, and you're like, I don't know what that is, and then you have a test and you're like, I still don't know what it is. It's kind of important to practice it, which is what homework should be, is practice of what you've learned so that it's more ingrained into your brain. Yeah, I'm going to stand by that. I think homework for math especially is important. Some sciences, yes. English, yes. But it needs to actually be good. Same with everything else. But if it's just like a busy... Oh, there's a blue light on the wall. If it's just busy work, then there's no point doing it. It's a waste of time that you could be using to do something else. Which is why you procrastinate, so you can do something else. Unless you procrastinate by wasting time doing social media, or phone, or computer, or read a book that you've read 10 times before, but you want to read it again. Which is fair. How would you use time efficiently? A lot of people don't. Like, you think, what do I want to be when I grow up? And then you don't do anything about it. So should people, instead of doing busy work with homework, work on, like, future? Maybe? That's not procrastination, but that's something to think about. I keep turning my head away from the microphone, and it's like a single arrow line speaking to this point, which is the top, I think. Because if I speak here, then it sounds a little more muffled. Oh, my ears hurt too. My voice is too perfect for my ears. I'm just kidding. Miss about procrastination. That was cool. I'm gonna keep looking that one up. Ow. It says lazy. Yeah. I procrastinate because I work under pressure. Oh, that's what I said. And it's true. Oh, it says I'm wrong. It's okay. I leave every task for the last moment. Oh, this is from DP, which is Procrastination. It's a site online. Doesn't have an author or anything that I can see. Just it. Okay. I leave every task for the last moment because I work better under stress. In reality, we don't. Everyone works worse under stress. Oh. Okay. I'm reading, but I don't want to say it out loud. It's not because it's bad. It's just because my throat hurts now. I'm switching hands. My other hand is getting tired. This is an awkward position for the microphone. Oh, has anyone, like, when you talk, you put your hand to your throat and it vibrates? Yeah. Oh, I was also... Oh. Cause, does it still hear me? I think cause where you place it, like from... Now it's in front of my mouth, which has been, but now it's down lower, closer to the bottom of my throat, neck, collarbone. I think it sounds, I tried this once and I forgot, but I think it sounds lower, to lower it down, like into the cavern of your lungs. Where does your voice come from? Procrastination. I don't want to talk about procrastination anymore. I'll just read these titles then. I procrastinate because I'm lazy. That's a nice one. It says an updated statement for the under stress one is I work under stress at the last moment because then I have an excuse if my performance sucks. I didn't have enough time. Yes, you did, but you procrastinated. An updated statement about the lazy. I procrastinate because I fear something. Anxiety. Fearing anxiety. That's a sad one. Okay. I think, I'll be back. Ba-ba-ba. Oh, it didn't pause. you.